running with the runners, running with the runners.
Hold on 1 second. I have too many tabs open. All right, there we go. Welcome in, everyone. You are running with the runners. It's Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. Mems, I don't know what it is, but when we go live, silver just decides to hit an all new high. We're going to get into it tonight, and crypto is popping. We got Ricardo Hamilton here, aka Mems, making it make sense. What's going on, brother?
Y'all know what
Let's
time it is.
go.
Look, hey, it's getting crazy, man. Look, we're not surprised. It's going much higher. I hope you get in the metal while you still can. It's taking a couple of weeks to get orders. You're going to see premiums go up. But listen, just the time, brother. I'm pumped up and excited. How you?
Well, man, we have so much action going on in 2026. It's just like we told people, right? We've told you guys for 6 years now that the silver price was completely rigged and manipulated, and why we don't care about the dollar value, right? We care about how many ounces we have. Just like with crypto, we don't care about what the prices of Bitcoin, XRP, or Tex it is. We just want to get more of it because we have been elevated and we don't focus and measure our wealth in dollars. But eventually, you can only fake it for so long. And tonight we see the silver reaches a new all-time high of $90. And we're still buying, guys, right? This is just the beginning, so get ready.
$90 an ounce times 100 ounces. I did not pay $9 grand for this, but I'm sure glad that I bought it. I tell you that much. Let's do a sound money clap for $90 an ounce. Man, look, y'all don't understand. These 2 bricks right here going to be 100,000. Okay, 2 bricks going to be 100,000. All right, so I'm telling you, you guys need to really grasp the magnitude of what's going on. This is something that has never before have been taking place or seen in history. Okay, silver is way more than $100 an ounce. It's worth way more than the price where it's at right now. So get what you can while you can, for real, because it will become unobtainium, unaffordium. But yeah, I mean, historic day. I mean, history is being made right now, folks. We are living in historic times. What are you doing during these times? Are you going to put yourself in position to win, create generational wealth? What are you doing? Look, you need to make sure that you're sharing this information out, okay? It is imperative. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a financial security. The financial life of a lot of people is life or death right now when it comes to their finances, okay? When it comes to your money. Because the dollar is losing status and credibility across the globe, and that's why these metals are rising. There's a shift in the marketplace right now, and you want to make sure that you're hedged, that you're diversified, because the dollar isn't money, and most people's wealth is valued in dollars, and you don't want to do that. You need to make sure you share this information out so people can hear this message, so they can understand what's coming and how they can prepare.
Mims, and people still don't get it about how many dollars have entered the system here, right? 80% of the US's entire money supply was pumped into the system in the last 5 years. And again, I don't even think we've seen the ramifications of this yet. It's going to continue to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter, Democrats, Republicans, they are going to continue to create dollars out of thin air. And it's not just America. We have one of the stronger currencies. We just saw the Iranian currency go to 0 versus the euro this week. Like, this is happening real time. So again, I hope you guys are prepared.
Yeah, it's getting serious, folks. 80% of the U.S. entire money supply. You guys just think about that. Out of the whole money supply of the United States, 80% of it was just created in the last 5 years when they shut down everything and devalued the dollar, inflated the dollar, printing pieces of paper, added just to the screen. Folks, it's going to get scary. A lot of people got a normalcy bias, complacency bias. They suffer from cognitive dissonance. I'm telling you, it's going to be scary. And people are going to remember videos like this. They're going to be remembering the information that we shared. And then some people are going to look at you and they will say, why you ain't tell me? And then they're going to be looking at you to save them. Okay. And ain't nobody coming to save them. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You getting this information, you probably saving yourself. You seeing what's going on. You're making the best preparations that you can with what you got. You're acquiring assets. You're getting information. You're getting real resources and real skills. You need to help the people around you. Okay. Because at that point, these are liabilities and exposure points that you don't want to have. Okay. As things start to continue to deteriorate and the people who you know start to come into financial crisis, start to find it harder and harder. And then you know their situation. You want to make sure that you are helping people be in position for what's to come. You don't want them come knocking at your door relying on you.
And here it is, Mims, the top assets in the world. We have gold at a 32 trillion market cap at 4,627, blasted past the 4,500 mark on the way to 5,000. Silver at $5 trillion market cap, 89.38 right now, up 13% this week alone. Nvidia, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and then Bitcoin still in my mind way undervalued at 95,000. It had a huge pump today. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But guys, we are just going to keep winning. We want to see the same for you, Mims. 6 years we sat here watching silver at 7, 8, 9, and now it is where it should be and continue to go higher versus gold.
Yeah, and gold's going much higher, and silver is going to go much higher. So I want you to look at those market caps, and I want you to understand that if they printed 80% of all currency in the last year, and most of that went to inflate assets, okay, as the risk-off play, which is the risk-off environment that we're seeing right now, as money is moving to more safer assets like gold, precious metals, and things of this nature, what do you think is going to happen to the market cap or price of gold and silver? Okay, you need to think bigger. All right, as they say, you don't have enough. You don't have enough silver. You don't have enough gold. You're not getting enough of these assets. Okay, I'm telling you right now, because they're going places where people couldn't have imagined, because the dollar isn't money. So all that bad money, okay, is going to go into the good money, and the good money, the real money, is going to skyrocket in value because nobody wants the bad money anymore. Nobody's going to want that paper. They understand that they just printed it up, and they printed up most of it in the last 5 years. What's the value to it? Nah, let me get that gold. Let me get that silver. The price is going to go higher. Ain't no more shorting. Even some of the big banks, there are no more shorts they're not shorting they know they're long on these assets because they know it's going much higher. So once again, it's going to be unobtainium and unobtainium. And we hope that you guys are getting this message and sharing it out. And, you know, this is critical time right now. Critical time. 2026 is popping off.
So we have two major announcements that came out literally just today, and then we'll get into the crypto part. But this is from our good brother Echo. CME, which is basically the main place where silver is traded in London and the price is set, just raised margins again. That means how much money you need to even trade. This is not normal. The CME group just changed gold and silver margins from a fixed dollars to a percentage of their value. So 5% gold, 9% silver. So it was just, hey, you need this much dollars. Now they're saying, no, as gold and silver go up, you need to increase your margins or how much money you have in as collateral for your borrowing and trading that you're doing on the CME. The higher gold and silver go, the more collateral shorts must post. That means shorting metals just got way more expensive. Over leveraged paper traders get squeezed faster. Forced covering equals higher volatility. CME raises margins when the market is under stress, not when it's calm. Paper shorts feel the pain. Physical holders get confirmation. This isn't bearish. This is pressure building. Know what you hold from the CME group, Monday, January 12th, right? It currently sets it on dollar amount. With this change, CME will be setting margins for gold, silver, platinum, and palladium based on a percentage of its value at that time. So what this means, guys, to put it really simply, and we'll let Mims take it over. All the big banks that were shorting silver and gold, trying to keep the price suppressed while they took physical delivery, it's going to be harder for them to do that now. They have to put up more dollars to play the game because the CME is scared they're not going to have the money, right? That all these banks are shorting and shorting and shorting. It's called naked shorting. And they're not going to have the money to cover it when, you know, the water goes out, the music stops playing. Mims, anything you want to add to that?
No, I mean, you know, it's over, folks. Okay. Basel III in game. You know, we're talking about tier 1 assets. We're talking about assets that are at national security risk, strategic for the survival, okay, of this nation. Okay. We're talking about real industrial military need for money, for silver, for this asset, folks. The rigging and manipulation is coming to an end. It's over. It really is at this point. We've been saying this for a while. People have been talking about this for a long time, and we're finally seeing it. We're in the precipice. We're in the moments of it right now. And it's important that people really understand that this is not like 2008. This is worse. This is worse. This is magnitudes worse than 2008, what we're about to see take place here. And we're going to see things that people couldn't even imagine. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for what's to come.
And make sure you guys read your kids this book. It's called Franklin and the Empty Comex Vault. It's where Franklin finally finds out that they don't have the silver, which is why you want to make sure you are holding silver. Now, it appears they just created this new 100-ounce contract. The standard was 5,000, but here's the catch. The 100-ounce contract is settled financially, meaning there is no vault or there is no way to get the physical metal from this 100-ounce contract. It's all fake pricing. So this is designed to fool the market that they have actual silver to trade. So the problem with the 5,000-ounce silver contract is that the industrial users can take delivery at settlement and remove the silver from the vaults. That's the game we're playing here, right, Mims? It's like that shell game, people play on, in Miami and New York, where they just keep moving that ball and you can't figure out where it is. That's what they're doing with silver, right? So this is something we're going to have to watch because the 100-ounce contract has zero silver backing it. It's all fake paper silver. With the usual 5,000-ounce silver contracts, you can buy it and take delivery of the physical. The 100-ounce, it's just all fake, all a fugazi. So watch this play out. We brought it to you guys first. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. This might be their new way to try to suppress the price.
Yeah, it's just going to create a domino effect. If people want the physical and you're trying to settle in cash and nobody wants cash, they're going to get the cash and then they go to the east and they're going to try to get physical. Yep. They're going to try to get physical regardless because the cash is burning. Okay, you guys saw the 1988 edition of The Economist magazine. They foretold, and we already knew this was the setup from the beginning. When you have a central bank, like we have with the Federal Reserve, it's known. It's not, you don't even have to be a clairvoyant or psychic or something. This is what central banks do. They confiscate the wealth of this nation and they leave the people of the nation hungry and homeless on the streets. And that's what the Federal Reserve has done. And that's why the Federal Reserve is public enemy number one. Okay. And that's why Trump is trying to go after their ass right now. He's going after Jerome, Mike. He said, look, y'all fraudulent. And listen, it's so corrupt. It's so crazy. It's all being exposed. It's coming to an. That's why I say these are apocalyptic times. Apocalypse is a great awakening. It's not the end. The world is going to continue. Humanity will continue. But will you be on the other side of it? How are you creating a legacy? Are you building wealth? Right? Because this is a reset. And then we're going to reboot. And when we reboot, you got what you got. And you don't have what you don't. So you better hope that you have something by the time we reboot, because if you don't have anything by that time, it's going to be hard to get something. You behind the 8 ball. So yeah, this is live, folks. This is live. This ain't no test. This is live. Okay, Trump said we're going after Greenland. NATO is like, look, we're going to fight you over Greenland. It's all about strategic resources right now. The whole way the world function is being changed, almost like World War II when we came out of Bretton Woods. Okay, it's a straight up redefining of everything, and it's going to have consequences and ramifications that most people don't realize. Okay, but amongst the crisis is an opportunity, and that's the real message. There's a crisis going on. We can't control it. We can't stop it, and we ain't meant to stop it. It's meant to take place. It's meant to go down. Right? But for those who got eyes to see and ears to hear, those are the ones who are going to transcend the chaos and create wealth and legacy on the other side of this.
So we get to do some education tonight, because Ricardo, because we may have some new people on with our next one. It's funny that you said mint. You said you meant it meant, but we're going to talk about the mint, right? And so there's different types of silver you can get, right? You have your bullion, you have your coins, right? That's more of just, right? It's just what people are used to seeing, right? Yeah. But there's these thing called numismatic coins that are rare collectible coins. So this one is a Donald Trump. We are all in this together. It's been graded. It's a piece of art now. It's what's called a PF70 or MS70. And, you know, this is a perfect coin that's never been touched, right? Everything was struck on it perfect. And now we like to do both. You know, we like to go more heavy into you know, bullion, but we've helped a lot of people get numismatic coins. Well, today, Mims, I cannot believe this. And I told people, a lot of people were selling their numismatic coins and just getting a little over spot. And I said, listen, guys, think about this. When silver was $25, $30, you could make a numismatic coin really easy, because the silver in it would just cost $30. Well, now think about this, Mims. Once we get the silvers $100, $200, maybe even $500 an ounce, less and less people will have the luxury, right? It'll be like this huge flex of, oh, of course I have silver. Not only do I have silver, but mine is perfect. Mine's graded. Mine's a piece of artwork. And the more expensive silver gets, the less and less these will be made, and they will become more and more rare. So if you've been running with us, you've probably been picking these up for $75, $90, $100 maybe. Well, now the price of just generic silver is that much. So again, don't sell yourself too short, guys, because I think in the future, and I've said this for the last 5 years, is that numismatic coins, once the price of silver goes up, will go even higher because they're going to become so rare. So the U.S. Mint just told customers silver is breaking out by stopping all sales of numismatic silver. Guys, this is from the official U.S. Mint. To maintain transparency as a positive customer experience, we are reaching out with an important update. Due to metal cost, pricing adjustments are being evaluated across all numismatic products. In addition, rapidly rising silver prices may result in silver numismatic products being temporarily removed from the sale while pricing is updated. So again, guys, just so we're clear of what's happening here, the U.S. Mint has stopped all sales of numismatic coins. This is not normal. When the mint can't sell silver because the price is moving too fast, that means price discovery has left Wall Street and moved into the new real world. This happens when physical silver is getting tight, paper prices no longer match real demand, suppliers can't hedge fast enough, and inventories are being drained. They're saying silver is running so hard, we're losing money at current prices, so we're stopping sales until we reprice it higher. Mims, anything you want to add there to make it make a little bit more sense?
Yeah, you have to understand that the type of, when you're talking about numismatics, you're dealing with the highest asset class of silver and gold, right? And these are perfect, flawless, under 5 times magnification. They have a history to them. The amount of coins that they minted, the year in which that particular coin was minted. There are variables and factors that make numismatic coins multiple times more valuable than just bullion. Now, the dynamic that we have here It's just that silver is rising at such a rapid rate. I've seen numismatics priced at the same price as bullion on some sites. You're seeing an ounce of silver bullion and an ounce numismatic is at the same price. The
Crazy.
market is unpriced right. There's no price discovery right now. Or what I'm saying is it's going through price discovery, I should say. And this is the thing about it right now. We don't know how much these numismatic coins are now. And I'm telling you, and that's a good thing in the sense it's much higher than where it is right now. Once we find out where silver's going, if silver's going to $300, $400 an ounce, $1,000 an ounce, folks, these and understand something. We're talking about a shortage, a deficit, a lack of supply of silver. These numismatic coins, they just ain't popping these out left and right. Okay, you're not even going to see any of these certain coins ever again be made. They were minted for that time. They won't be made again. There's not enough silver. Listen, we're talking about collectibles, artwork, things of that nature. They might not even create no more numismatics because we need so much metal right now for industry.
Yep.
Because we need so much more metal from military, and the retail demand is so great right now. So that people don't even understand what you're holding right now. You see, it's one thing to know what you hold, okay, and it's a whole nother thing. Man, I'm telling you, know what you hold, folks. The price of these assets, numismatics especially, much higher. Bullion's much higher. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get exciting, and buy it while you can. I'm gonna tell you right now, we've been getting numismatics for years. Still getting numismatics. Still getting bullion. At some point, I don't know. I'm still buying silver. I'm still buying at 100. But once we get up to the 300-400, I don't know. I'm about to switch up. Maybe start buying some copper.
Well,
if you can get it, even copper is selling out. I'm telling some jokes right now, but even copper is selling out, folks. It's crazy. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Well, before we move on to crypto, I had to break into the safe tonight, Mems. Bring out some old classics. Remember the beauty?
Hey, can I flex with you?
Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, there we go.
Mike didn't know I was gonna pull this out. Now,
you got everything everywhere. You can pull out silver from everywhere, but yeah, this is one of our favorite pieces. That was a 10 ounce, right?
Oh yeah,
10 ounce.
Oh yeah. Now this one, I don't know if you got this one. I don't even remember where I got this one, but this right here, that's at Kilo.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Kilo. I had to get that one. I'm glad I made that purchase. Cook Islands, 2022. We know what happened in 2020. See just a year on this coin. They ain't making this no more. 2020 right here, 1 kilo. I love that piece.
So I got this one in 2021. Massive.
Okay.
Walking Liberty.
That's an ounce? No,
that's a pound.
That's a pound.
It's a pound of silver.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So guys, this is, again, we're going to move on to crypto, but silver is fun. It's collectible. And as we're showing you guys, it's can be profitable.
Well, that's one thing about silver collectors. Anybody who collects in silver, they love to look at other people's silver. You kind of get this sense of jealousy as if the other person's silver look better than your silver, and you might have the same silver coin. It's a weird effect. But y'all see that's a 10 ounce, that's a 5 ounce right here. 5 ounce, 2024. Listen, anything with Trump face on it gonna have massive value.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's presidency, I don't think people really understand. Trump's presidency is the most historic, significant presidency ever. Okay,
without a doubt.
People don't understand what's going on. Y'all thinking too small. I'm telling you, this is multiple dimensions. Okay, of variables taking place right now. Okay, people talk about 5D chess.
And so I'm sure but where we get our silver, there's a really cool Trump coin and bar back there that I'm gonna buy.
The one you just showed, right?
No, there's another one.
Oh, really? I'm about to buy some silver tonight then. Okay.
Yep. I'll show you about it. We'll show it off next week or the week after that.
Yeah. Because if we show it now, it's gonna get sold out. Everybody.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what happened when you find a good thing, folks. When you find a good thing, sometimes you don't want to tell people, especially when it comes to certain numismatic coins or certain coins, because you're gonna go to the site and it's gonna be sold out. So like one of our sites we go to, they got these. Check this out, Mike. You need to get some of these.
Uh-oh.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay.
Gold backs. Okay. They had
like
some
that.
of them. Oh man, I don't think they got any more now. They're gonna come out with some more. But we definitely still getting gold backs. This is real money right here. And this is a thing, man. It's building wealth is not a one-time thing. You don't just make a purchase. This is a habit. It's a way of living, especially when you have the consciousness that the dollar is nothing. It's pieces of paper. And it gets fun when you start talking about collectibles. Like all the coins we showed you, they weren't just like some regular bullion, looks like this and they were just circles or bars. No, these are like really beautifully unique, design and, everything on the, certain coins that, really takes it to a whole nother level, folks. So, have fun with it. We definitely been having fun for years, still having fun.
Dude, I got this one in a bin. Remember when you used to do all the bins where you'd put in like $100 and there'd be 10 people in the drawing?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I
that's nice.
I think I put in like $50 into a drawing and got this 10 ounce.
Damn, that's nice. Look, 10 out that COVID one.
Yep.
Okay, I see you got it in the foil. Yeah, I mean in the plastic. Yeah.
That's how we put history on silver too, because we'll never get rid of it.
Yes.
So as they edit and take out real history, you put it on silver so it's remembered.
Yeah, it tells a story. I got a 10-ounce bar just like that, and it's got Jesus on there whipping the money changers. I love that 10-ounce bar. Chris Dwayne, silver bullet, silver shield. I got that from him. But yeah, folks, man, we this is what we do, man. This is what we do. We get assets. We help others get assets.
So without a doubt, guys, right? Gold, silver, metals, right? That's your base, right? That's how you guarantee you'll beat inflation, right? But the future is digital. And, most people have left crypto. Most people have given up. That's when you want to pay attention. So this was just today, guys. We got Dash up 33%, ADA up 10, ARB up 10. I mean, ICP up 12, AVAX up 8, right? And this was the Bitcoin blast off here,
that's
right?
Nice
just
move.
Today, we went from like 91 to above 96.
Okay. I see
we're going to run into some resistance at about 100.
Yeah.
So you can see this blue line here.
Psychological.
Yep. If we can get through this, party's back on, kids. All right. So that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Party's on regardless. The dollar's losing value. Bitcoin's a finite digital asset that has been accumulated on a massive level by governments, industries, corporations, private wealth funds, you name it, Main Street. Bitcoin is going much higher, folks. I mean, even if we saw some kind of temporary crash in the market, because everything's getting reevaluated, like we saw oil go -70, right? Negative 50 or so during COVID. We might see that. And then even then, if you see the crash, good luck buying if you can get it. So that's the whole thing. Some people will be waiting for the pullback. You might not get the pullback. Depending on where you think it's going to pull back to, it might not. And if it doesn't mean you're going to be able to get it when we're talking about physical. But yeah, have your limit orders in. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, in April. Those are the only two places we use to get gold and silver.
Yeah.
Quicksilver and at-cost metals. So if you guys want to know more about that, hit up Ricardo and I, and we'll get you the best deal on gold and silver. And they're in stock. And most places right now, guys, you just can't get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just got off the phone with Keith and Chrissy earlier today, and they got silver, and they're going to make sure people get in the silver who want that auto wealth, every month. And they're looking to add some new options and things. But this market is a crazy market. It's a crazy market, and that's why we're telling people just get it now, get it while you can, and lock it down. Hold it and get what you can. Because it's definitely going higher and definitely getting more scarce.
So I saw this today, Mems, and this is crazy. It compares gold versus Bitcoin. Now, gold did not get an ETF until about 2005. When it got that, I believe it was about $300. And now it's 5,000. So again, because we live in a more information and digital age, Bitcoin's growth is going to be a lot quicker than gold. But look at how this guy compares the charts. So there's a music behind this. I'm going to mute it and I'll kind of break it down for you guys. But this blew my mind, Mems. So again, it's looking at the rise of gold versus the rise of Bitcoin, and it looks very, very similar. So we're going gold from 1973 to 1980.
No audio, Mike. No audio.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Just me talking. This is all he plays is music.
I got
so
you.
He's showing here you have a double top on gold and a double top on Bitcoin. Then you basically have a double top in gold and a double top in Bitcoin that we just experienced. It goes up, down, way down, up, down. Same thing here. Up, down, way down, up, down. Almost exactly the same. So look at that right there, guys. Look at the left of gold. Look at the right on Bitcoin. Now, because gold has already happened, we already saw what happened to gold going off the chart. So what he's trying to do is show you how these are mimicking each other. And right now we're at this 3 position. Here's the 3 position on gold before we take off. And here's the position on Bitcoin before we take off.
Yeah. And understand something, when Bitcoin moves, everything is going to move, folks. Whatever industry you love, buy those assets now. I just bought something called Tune.fm, and that's dealing with artists being able to tokenize and create NFTs for their music and reward people through smart contracts as their music is sold and they get paid when people listen to the music and things of that nature. It's super early, but understand something. As far as like narratives and actual real, people actually moving over to that space. But understand something, the price of these assets as Bitcoin moves, everything is going to move. And the best time to buy is now. I'm just saying, like, especially with digital assets. You want to buy when nobody's talking about it, when it's undervalued, when the narrative isn't about music and NFTs. Same thing with gaming. The narrative is not about gaming right now. The narrative is about real tech, real blockchains, ISO compliance, infrastructure, RWA. But guess what? Gaming isn't going anywhere. Music isn't going anywhere. The blockchain and smart contracts isn't going anywhere. So there are projects that are due to massively benefit and explode, when those areas and industries take off on the blockchain, and you want to be early to them spaces. Even a little bit can go a long way. I'm telling you, there's people who take $50, $100, and they turn them into tens of thousands of dollars because they got in at the bottom. They got it. And like we showed before, when you look at some of these charts on some of these coins, they just, it's like the same price when it came out. Can't get too much better. So yeah, I'm buying.
So a couple big news this week when it comes to crypto. Wells Fargo just purchased $383 million worth of Bitcoin. The banks are loading up. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy bought 13,627 Bitcoin worth $1.2 billion. MicroStrategy, I think, now owns the most Bitcoin in the world, and he just keeps buying because he's smart. We're going to talk about Tau here in a minute. This was from Senator Cynthia Lummis, introduced a bill to protect blockchain developers from money transmitter requirements, right? So this is huge that we finally have an administration that wants to make Bitcoin and crypto accessible. And so all these laws they've written in, like you hear all these haters online, oh, this crypto's, not doing it the right way. Oh, Texit Coin doesn't have this license and that license. Guys, nobody does. Okay. Like they're trying to, list rules from 1931, right? We are so far past that. And this administration is going to make it simple and easy. So all these old things don't really matter. and guys, this is massive, right? This is coming this week, is the Senate Banking Committee is the Clarity Act, right? So this is the fact sheet. The Clarity Act delivers regulatory clarity for the crypto industry, right? Clearly allocating jurisdiction between the SEC and the CFTC, whether something is a commodity or whatever else they call it, right? Protecting investors, a new exemption from SEC registration entitled Regulation Crypto, anti-evasion protections, resale restrictions for insiders, legal certainty. Bottom line, the Banking Committee's market structure bill creates clear rules of the road for the digital asset industry that balances innovation with investor protection. Once this act passes, Mims, I think we're going to see the floodgates open,
Yeah.
and massive amounts of corporate and, pensions, hedge funds, all sorts of private investing will flood into this now that we have clarity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some projects that's super bullish on, especially when you talk about the banking infrastructure, you're dealing with credit unions, super bullish on the Metal blockchain, Metallicus ecosystem, XPR, loan protocol. People have no idea just how massively valuable and already compliant and in position they are to take over. Of course, Mike, when it comes to, Made in America blockchains, Supra as well. We just in so many different categories of the blockchain and crypto space where it's inevitable for you not to win at this point in time. If you understand what's going on with the dollar, you understand what's going on with the financial system and everything else that's getting ready to take place. It's an easy win. You can't lose by saving in God's money, and you cannot lose by investing in the infrastructure that is required for the global financial system to continue to function and operate. To conduct global trade and commerce, even local trade and commerce on a trusted, verified, a platform, blockchain ecosystem. So it's an exciting time, very exciting time.
So I kind of came up with this, Mims, right? You have silver, right? You're going to keep buying silver. Now, it took us 6 years of buying silver in the wilderness to see, positive returns, right? So I'm going to keep buying that. But if you're coming in now, it's going to be tough, right? You might be looking at a couple years minimum before you're starting to really see some returns with silver. But for me, Mims, I'm keeping it simple. I'm going Tau and Texit. All right?
Like
Tau and Texit.
TNT.
That's what I'm going to talk about. TNT, baby.
TNT, baby.
So let me first, I saw this really good video on Tau I want to play. Okay. And if you guys don't know, all right, Tau has the same tokenomics as Bitcoin. TAO, also called BitTensor. Only 21 million will be created. It's focused on AI, but it's not just some, we're doing AI. No, they have basically 128 startup companies actually doing AI processing, AI code publishing, and you get paid, or instead of like mining Bitcoin with just computers, the more quality AI infrastructure that you create, that's how you get your incentive of Tau that is mined each day or each block, right? So we're going to be talking about that a lot, guys. Like, you want to have platforms and blockchains that actually have an incentive for people, not just something they typed up, on a spread program. So do your own research with Tau. I have my own videos, and I'll be doing some more, but I wanted to share this with you guys. So Tau is going much higher. Two things. Raul Paul says, you first bought Bitcoin in 2013. Correct. Well, we are today with Tau. So buying Tau today is like buying Bitcoin in 2013. You understand the importance of that entry from an ROI and growth perspective. It's not often you get a repeat to one of your best trades ever. Tau is the most important development since Bitcoin. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So let me listen to Raul Powell, what I think is one of the best
To Julian about this
crypto
over
guys
the
out
weekend,
there.
writing GMI.
1 second. Can you hear this, Mims?
Yeah, audio was good.
All right.
Speaking to Julian about this over the weekend, writing GMI, is like Barry Silbert's going to be right. Tower's going to go up. BitTensor. It's really annoying because I've known Barry forever and he always gets these things right. He got the Zcash one as well. And I just think BitTensor, if you look at the weekly chart, it's a killer chart. I don't own any. In fact, let me show you the chart. Let me see if I can find it.
I've been in and out of Tau several times. They had their halving in
That's
December.
right. But if I look at,
It went down, but it always has this nice bottom to it around this sort of level.
I mean, it's just
So Tau is like a rewards mechanism for these AI. So like if you're talking about what we just spoke about with the how to train these models better, that is essentially what they're trying to do here.
yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the better they're called subnets, right? So think of it as like an AI startup. The better they train and model AI, the more rewards they get. So if you don't perform, you basically eventually get kicked out.
I mean, that's a very clean kind of big flag pattern. And if it's going to happen, there's a big price move to come. So, I've been following this one with interest and then trying to keep open to the AI trade. I think a lot of them.
So Mims, I'm going to keep it simple. That's what I'm going to be talking about, while we're going on. I'll give you an opportunity. Kind of what is your eye on? What are you looking at as we're hoping to blast off here in 2026?
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about the gold to silver ratio. I can see 1-to-1. I really can see a 1-to-1 gold to silver ratio here. It's not impossible, but people have to really understand the dynamics that are going on. But in regards to crypto, look, everything is going higher. Everything is going. Look, XRP, XLM, HBAR projects inside of those ecosystems, on those networks, in those layers. They're going to go much higher. Obviously, we talk about SHX a lot. We talk about Dovu. Dovu on the HBAR is massively undervalued. I mean, folks, just, I mentioned Metallicus earlier and Loan Protocol with Metal Blockchain and things of that nature. I mean, folks, everything is just getting ready to take off. As I look at even meme coins, folks. I mean, I'm just telling you, everything is getting ready to take off because these projects and these communities, these are communities. The people who give things value. And a lot of people who didn't make money with meme coins is because they said, oh, there's nothing behind it. But guess what? It still made millionaires and multimillionaires. And I'm telling you, this cycle, more millionaires are going to come out of meme coins as well than ever. You have to understand it's just a function of the market. It's human nature. Humans like to gamble. They like meme coins. Sometimes they like things that don't make sense. There's a market for that. Okay. And we in this to make profit. We in here to make money. Okay. And I mentioned on the live stream earlier, don't have all your eggs in one basket. We in physical assets. We in digital assets. We in different categories and industries of these digital assets. Okay. We in different categories and classifications when it comes to silver and gold. We got our junk silver. We got our bullion. We got our proofs. And we got our numismatics. Okay. You just got to get out the dollar.
And I love what you said there, Mims, about community and what is backing it, right? And that's, what gets us excited about when it comes to Texacoin. I got silver, I got Tau, and I got Texit. So with Texit, we have an awesome community, right? And we are doing things that have never been done, right? Our layer 2, we now have 2 signed contracts where companies are going to be building on our layer 2 with our downtown digital dollar, right? That's real world use case, right? Fairs and festivals. We're talking about trillions of dollars that could be interacting on the Texacoin network. And again, Mims, when you talk about, what is behind the token? Can you hear that sound? I'm going to mute this. Of money being printed. There we go. So again, what is behind cryptocurrency? Like what gives it value? Very few cryptocurrencies have physical miners, right? Layer 1 that actually have value. So look at most of the cryptocurrencies you're going to buy. They're not going to have physical miners, right? They're not going to be able to merge mine Litecoin and Dogecoin to have other income streams. What we're showing you here is real physical mines in Conroe, Texas, running, securing, and validating the Texas Coin blockchain. Now, it might not be attractive right now because you might say, oh, you're only getting, the price is down. You're only getting so many tokens a day. But again, the price of silver MEMS wasn't attractive for 6 years either.
Right, that part.
Silver's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
So the question is, again, MEMS, do people have the long-term mindset? Do they have the patience to get involved with something and continue to get it every day and purchase it when the price is down, when nobody else sees it? That's how you win. That's how you separate yourself, is buying when the price is down, buying when things aren't all rosy.
Oh, yeah. And it's a long-term play, folks. You got to understand, everybody should be mining right now. If you're watching this live stream, you're not mining Texas Coin, I don't know what's wrong with you, okay? Because this project, you're going to be receiving Texas Coin for the next 130 plus years. When we talk about diversification, not only are we buying crypto, not only we mentioned meme coins, we talked about AI coins, we talked about RWA coins, we talk about ISO coins. Everybody's buying. Not too many people know about mining or are mining. And when you can get to a real solid mining project and put yourself in position to get rewarded every single day in that digital asset, and it's liquid, and you can trade it for other digital assets at any time, and it's fast and cheap and spendable, it's currency, crypto. Like, folks, you have to understand, why would you not want to mine cryptocurrency while you're buying cryptocurrency? If I'm going to buy cryptocurrency, I want to mine cryptocurrency too, because obviously I see the value in the space. So take ownership, add value to the infrastructure, start participating in the crowdfunding with Texas, start receiving the digital asset every day. We got other assets that are taking off, doing well. Texas is doing this thing. As the years go on, the Texas coin you're accumulating, and as the value and the infrastructure continue to grow and utility increases in demand, the asset was going to rise. It's going to rise. It already shown you. Proof of concept is already done. Okay. Proof of concept is already done. Massive mining, successful facility all throughout Texas. Coin hit about $7 per coin. Okay. Beautiful chart. Finding support right now. Getting ready for the next breakout. Okay. Look, it's a no-brainer. You're talking about a real blockchain, real physical infrastructure, real community. Okay. Listen, we just keep winning, brother. We don't stop. We're like spinners, riding spinners. We don't stop. You know what I'm saying? 3-6. Let's get it. For real.
Well, and the last thing I want to say here, MEMS, right, is, anytime you see the price of an asset drop, people just love to come out and hate, right? So for Bitcoin, there's a website called like Bitcoin's dead, and it's been declared like thousands and thousands of times, Bitcoin's dead when the price crashes, right? And it doesn't change, guys. It's the same thing for Texas. The haters come out, all these losers that have nothing going on, they have nothing better to do but to try to trash people doing the right thing. Guys, think about how long it took Bitcoin to get established and on exchanges and people actually using it to send value across the world. What Texas Coin has done in like basically a year is almost unheard of, right? To get onto 10 different exchanges, to hit like a $300 million market cap, right? We're building the physical mines and infrastructure. We've already purchased more hash power than we've sold. Because guys, we are crowdsourcing, building one of the biggest crypto mines in the world, right? That's our goal. That's our mission. We're 23% the way there. And we're just going to keep going. And so there really isn't much of a difference between Texas Coin and Bitcoin. Layer 1, proof of work blockchain. You can send and receive it, right? You can go to our block explorer and see every single transaction ever done that's transparent, right? Now we're just working for adoption. So all these people that are like, oh my gosh, it's been a year and you don't have any adoption and you haven't done this or that. These people have no clue what it takes to build a community and real world application and use cases. So, guys, let's celebrate, first of all, that we have our first 2 contracts signed for layer 2 on Texit. This is massive.
Sound money clap for that. We got to give a sound.
Let's go, baby. I mean, $146 million raised, Mims. Like, we are one of the top crypto crowdfunding projects in the world. And because the price goes down, people want to start complaining. People want to give up. People want to walk away. People want to lose. Sorry, guys. I've been here for too long, and I know too much. This is the time you double down.
Mm-hmm.
That whole time we were telling you, when silver was $22 an ounce, $24 an ounce for years on end, all the losers lost track. All the losers got bored. All the losers stopped buying. Smart money, long-term thinking, wealthy individuals are consistent and continually buy even when the price is low, when they know what the real value is.
Hey, I got over, double digits, 50 minus plus. Okay, listen, I'm getting Texit Coin for the rest of my life. It's coming in. I know what Texit Coin doing. I ain't worried about Texit Coin. Okay, what we need to do is we need to help more people win. Okay, more people need to know about Texit Coin, and they need to get these miners right now. They're under $1,000. Why would you not put yourself in position to mine? But I get excited, man. I just checked Coin Market Cap, and I just seen right there in the top right corner, SHX, Stronghold, strong advertising for it. They just got listed recently on Uphold. Folks, listen, SHX, Stronghold, make sure you have a position in that. Okay, it's going to make you a lot of money because it's going much higher. The value of SHX is massively undervalued. I think I'm going to probably make 7 figures off of SHX just alone. Okay, Stronghold just alone because of the position I got and where this coin is going. And it's still early to get in. You know what I'm saying? This market hasn't even moved yet. The money hasn't even moved on chain yet. So when Mike said when they get this Clarity Act done and you start to see all this money moving to stable coins and you start to see this infrastructure on global movement of money and payments, okay, and when you think about even now with Texit Coin, you can do an ACH payment for the miner, okay? Well, what's the blockchain upgrade for ACH? Stronghold is going to have a significant role in that because they're Notch's #1 preferred blockchain partner. Okay, we talk about $88 trillion a year in transactions dealing with Notcha. Okay, SHX is going to capture some of that value. If they capture 1% of that, I think SHX Stronghold goes to $8 per coin. Okay. Massively undervalued. You guys have no idea how early you are to this space, how much money is getting ready to move into this space, and the type of wealth that you're going to create. It's going. Some people won't believe it. Maybe just won't believe what they got.
And you know what's crazy, Mims, too? I'm just looking at this. So, SHX has a $58 million market cap. Texit Coin is $57 million market cap. So they have the same market cap. We're talking about Stronghold here, who, like you said, has massive backers, right? Is working with credit unions, dealing with ACH. They've been up to 3 cents a couple times. They're down at a penny right now.
Mm-hmm.
But is the SHX community freaking out?
Oh, no.
Right? Are people panicking? No, because the SHX holders and people like you who are like, oh my gosh, SHX is a penny?
Right.
Oh, I got to get more.
Oh, yeah.
They know the game plan, right? The issue is a lot of people in Texas have never been into crypto, right? They can't handle the highs and the lows and the volatility because they've never been here before, guys. This is normal, right? Ricardo isn't mad that he has SHX and, oh, I bought it at 2 cents and now it's at a penny. Ricardo's saying it's only a penny. I'm so glad I get to buy more at this price.
Yeah, I got it like at 0.007. So I got it at about 7 tenths of a penny. somewhere around there. Was it 7? Yeah, 7/10 of a
Maybe
penny.
like in this area.
Yeah, around 7. Yeah, 0.007. And I've been holding. And man, I mean, they locked up. Was it? They locked up tokens too. They locked up in a smart contract.
Yeah, I
in
think like
escrow.
half of their
Yeah,
supply.
half of the supply locked up in escrow. Oh man, I'm just telling you. Whew, let's go. Let's get it.
All right, guys. I hope you're paying attention. 2026 is going to be absolutely amazing. Continue to get real assets that are finite, that have real value, that are going to be part of the future. And we're just going to keep winning. We'll see you guys next week. Lace up. We are wealthy.